Hi Kirsties and welcome to this video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do CAPCUT masking like this. You're going to need this overlay for your masking, so just go ahead and screenshot it and crop it. So without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. So obviously the first thing you're going to want to do is add the clip that you want to mask. And I made some velocity on a clip that I want to mask. That's why I have 4 separate clips, but you just need one. You don't need 4. You don't need to separate them or anything. It's just because I haven't put them together. I always do that afterwards. So you don't need to worry about that. You just get the clip you want to be masked and follow my steps. So when you chose the clip you want to mask, you're just going to want to go ahead and add the overlay that you just cropped into the project and make the layer of that overlay invisible. So when that's done, you're just going to want to copy the clip that you want to mask and put it as an overlay as well and make that invisible as well. And again, I have 4 clips. You probably only have 1, so don't mind that. Like, just pretend I only have 1 clip that I'm copying. Then you're going to want to go ahead to the visible layer and click on this button right here that says remove background. And then you're going to go on custom removal. Then just choose the non-pro brush. Unless you of course have pro, then just use the pro if that's easier. But otherwise just use the non-pro and then draw on top of your character to cut the character out. It does not have to be perfect. Just like kind of doodle on top. I don't know. Just make sure you paint the avatar, but it does not have to be very perfect or anything like that. And I'll show you just in a second why it doesn't have to be that. So even though you just saw that I did not try my best to cut it out, I click apply and then I click play and then go back to the remove background. It's way more perfect now than it was before. Like when I just drew it, it's way more perfect now. It just automatically fits it. So I'm currently like cutting this character out, but as you probably just have one, you just have to do once. And then if there's something, let's say you have an accessory like the bunny I'm holding or something like that, that does not cut out. Then you can click apply and play and then go back to the remove background and it should like fit better. But if it does not have the bunny on it, you can like draw on top of that and then click apply and play and then back to the remove background. And so you can just adjust it like that if there's something that you feel like should also be there, but it's not there. So that's what I'm doing like right now. I'm just trying to make sure everything is cut out. Now, when you have adjusted it to your liking, you're going to make the overlay with the dots. You're going to make that visible and you're going to make it fit the whole screen. And you're going to go down to blend and either you can put it on color burn or you can put it on linear burn or you can put it on color dodge. I would personally use color burn because color dodge is really bright. Linear burn is not that bright and color burn is like okay. So I would personally use color burn. So yeah, it's your choice, but I use color burn. Okay, so basically you're just gonna want to export it now, but since I have like an intro and an audio, I'm gonna delete those first and then pull the dot overlay back to the start and then I'm gonna export it. Now, when you have exported, just click cancel so you get back to the project. And you don't have to worry, if you don't have CapCut Pro, don't worry about the CapCut logo. I will make that disappear. Now you can delete the dot overlay though, because you don't need that anymore. And now we're going to make the other masking. And what you're going to do is going to go to effect and the nightclub and you're going to find the one that's called neon outline. So you might have to scroll a little bit. So after scrolling a little bit, I found it. You're just going to want to add it to your project. Now you're going to go to filters and search for black and white, or I just searched for B and it came up for me. And I will be using the one called black and white 1. And you can, if you don't have an intro, I would recommend that you put a black photo, which is at least like 6 seconds long or something, because you're going to want to screen record it. And as you see, there's a play button and it does not disappear before a few seconds in. If you have Pro, just export it like we did before. Otherwise, just screen record it. So now you can, when you've screen recorded, you can delete the effects and you can make the second layer visible. And you will put the second layer, put that as a main layer, and then the main layer, you'll put that as an overlay. So basically now you have the whole thing and then you have the overlay, which is only the avatar, and you're going to use that to mask. Now you're gonna add in the layer that you screen recorded and make it line up so that it plays at the same time as the actual edit. So I'm gonna crop it so it's the same size as the edit. As you can see, I just cropped it at the beginning so that it started at the exact same time, and I made it a little bit smaller so that I could see that it moved at the exact same time, and then I just cut it to the part where I wanted to mask, and then I cut the rest off. So now you should just have the part you want to mask, and you're going to go to blend and then go to brighten. And you're going to move the layer in between the main layer and the overlay so that it's under your character, because you cut out the character. So it's under your character, and you're just going to put it at the beginning of where you want to mask, of course, so it lines up with the timeline. Now you're going to click on this button called mask and add mask. Normally you would use split, but it for some reason does not work right now. So you're just going to use film strip instead. I'm just going to turn it around, like, so it's easier to pull the feather button, this thing that I'm pulling right now. Yeah. And you're going to move it a little up your character, and then you're going to pull the feather button so it kind of fades out at the bottom of the character. And you just do that to your liking, and I like that, so I'm just going to use that. And then you can move the masking to where you want it. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, whatever you want. Then you're going to add the other masking layer, and you're going to do the same thing, almost the same thing. You're going to crop it, and then you're just going to remove like that CapCut thing by cropping it a little bit up, and just move it to the tops of the screen so it still fits. And you're going to go to blend and again brighten. And as you see, it's really not that visible. We're going to also fix that. Don't worry about that. But firstly, I'm going to move it under the character layer. So again, between the main and the first overlay that you had. So it doesn't matter if it's over or under the other masking layer. But we're going to just film strip again and feather, use the feather button, and then just do that to your liking. And you can move it around whatever you want, and then you're gonna go to adjustments and just scroll down. You can put the saturation all the way up, or the contrasts. I'm gonna just do some things to make it visible. You can follow whatever I do, but I'm really just trying because it really depends each time. Okay, so I think my masking is visible enough now. Now I'm gonna want to make like a shadow of my avatar. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but that's also in the edit. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and copy the layer of the avatar only, not the main layer, just the top layer. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go to curves in adjustments, go to curves, and then pull down the top one. You're gonna pull down that so it just gets dark, you know? And you're not gonna touch any other curves. Then you're gonna go back to basic and scroll down, and then saturation, you can put that to -50. Again, here I'm just playing with it till I make it look all black, whatever I want it. Don't do that. So I think it's pretty dark now. I think it's fine. Now I'm gonna move this layer of the shadow. I'm gonna move that under the character layer, and I'm gonna move it to where I like it so that it looks kind of like a shadow. I'm gonna go down to blend, and then I'm gonna put the opacity to like 70 or something, just until you like it so it's kind of see-through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for 70, and you can just adjust it the way you like it. Basically, when you've done that, you're done with the masking, and it's important that you always have the main layer, which is the full picture, like nothing is cut out or anything. And then the top layer has to be the layer of only your character, and then under that, the shadow, and then under those two, you can put the masking, but it doesn't matter which way the masking is. Sorry, I'm really bad at explaining, so if you have any questions, just comment them down below and I will be happy to answer. Or if you have any other tutorials you want me to do, also comment down below and I might do it. Anyways, that's it for this tutorial. Have a nice day or night. Bye!